situations that I could have prevented, but without the mistakes I wouldn't learn my lesson. Even though I regret it, I have to recognize I was life giving me a message, giving me a message. I think about situations that I could have prevented, but without the mistakes I wouldn't learn my lesson. Even though I regret it, I have to recognize I was life giving me a message, giving me a message to slow down and chill out and not be so wild. I had to seek a better route, survive, be wise. No doubt it's time to grow and sprout. I ain't gonna stay down because I'ma rise every time from a bad situation. I'ma realize it may not always be alright, but I'll see the bright side of life that makes things fine. From the trees and the sea and the sun and the sky, not the drugs or the drinks or the car that you buy, not the hoes and money or the blings and the fancy ass clothes. This is something for your soul I don't need, I just want, and it's time to let go. I think about situations that I could have prevented, but without the mistakes I wouldn't learn my lesson. Even though I regret it, I have to recognize I was life giving me a message. I think about situations that I could have prevented, but without the mistakes I wouldn't learn my lesson. Even though I regret it, I have to recognize I was life giving me a message. I think about situations that I could have prevented, but without the mistakes I wouldn't learn my lesson. Even though I regret it, I have to recognize I was life giving me a message. These are certain situations at times taking control when you don't even know. You just caught up in the moment, not thinking how it would go. Living without a care, like nobody wasn't there. If somebody wasn't there to step, leave them laying down right there. But it's better to win with silence, so they won't control your guidance. To lose it and start fighting, I ain't thinking about dying. My plan here is surviving, cause you may never know what can happen, no denying. So I'm doing and I'm trying to be the bigger person. I'll make the time I got here really worth it and have a certain purpose. I'm staying determined to be the better version. I'm done searching. I think about situations that I could have prevented, but without the mistakes I wouldn't learn my lesson. Even though I regret it, I have to recognize I was life giving me a message. I think about situations that I could have prevented, but without the mistakes I wouldn't learn my lesson. Even though I regret it, I have to recognize I was life giving me a message.
Message was delivered and received but left unread. These turn of events really got me fucked up in the head. I don't need to get into detail and describe how and who I lost in my life. I don't need to describe all the things I didn't do right, but I see what's in sight and know that it's something that I hold on too tight. Trying to follow the light, but I end up in the darkness instead of somewhere bright. I've made a lot of mistakes and some I couldn't shake. I've been tired of these fake tedious, they break easy like flakes. Back to the subject, I've been through situations with a lot of speculations, but the trials and tribulations translated, I'm someone most likely to end up hated. Due to my actions, no remorse, cause it gave satisfaction. These were serious, ain't even wholesome, more like a partial section of distraction. Have you ever been a lonely soul? Mentally bloody, broken and cold, knowing these words you'll never be told. Like a book full of comfort that'll never unfold. You can only have hope, cause nothing's a guarantee. It's either you can find or at a place of liberty. Trying to let my mind wander free. Only problem is all the drama and debris. I could barely get through to myself. Mental stages created a persona holding in these rages. Divided up like cells or cages. I'm still fixated on this book, but I'm rejected by these pages. People think my failures are contagious. I say they're just phases. One day I'll make it out these mazes. Fucking up these stages that shows. Time to grow, let go, blow some smoke. Never losing my own control.